This truck is huge, dog.
It's so dirty, man.
It's all dirty.
So dirty. Wash it tomorrow.
So, my buddy Eric Reno lives way the hell north in Romeo, and it's right by this quote that I'm doing, so it's pouring rain. I'm gonna stop by his house to see if he wants to get some food real quick. Sweet. Huh?
So that's the latest and greatest?
Say what up, though. You
What
making
up,
some
though?
YouTube videos now, or what? YouTube channel right now.
Oh, alright. It's Keith Kalfas, man. We're here, man, working on this roof. So, I got him for the day, and we're gonna shoot some badass footage.
So, tell us a good story. Tell us a story about this roof.
The insurance is paying us to do the entire roof. So, it's 106 square total. Probably take 4 days. This section they just tore up. So this is the job. We're just getting it loaded. Flat roof areas we're going to replace.
So these are all jobs that are on the books.
Yeah, these are all jobs that are on the books right now. So
Wow.
we schedule them by week. Every Monday we'll come and move in the next 3 weeks. And then these are August, and then these ones we'll put in when we're over.
It's like 100 jobs or something.
Yeah. So
It's
over
$1 million in roofs.
Over $1 million in work right now.
Right now.
So
Wow. That's crazy.
it's my world, man. This is what we do.
Why is this? Oh, that's why, because the setting is off. There you go. So you got 20 real estate properties now.
20 real estate properties. I have a 12-unit apartment building, and then I have 8 solo houses. Yes.
That fast in like a year?
Yep. Because we move at 0 to 100 like Drake. That's what we do.
Dude, we were living in a trailer park. We were going to the Eminem and Snoop Dogg concert.
We were the Eminem and Snoop Dogg concert. You know what I'm saying?
So look, whenever we get food or we hang out, the whole time all we're talking about is nonstop business. And a lot of it's actually me asking him questions about insurance and liability and taxes, what it looks like at the next level. And
Absolutely. That's something that you got to think about as you grow. You're going to have to step up your game as your growth into the world and become legit. But we all take risks at the beginning, so don't be scared. Everybody's doing what you're doing. It's Russian roulette, brother.
oh shit.
Until you can go 100% legit, then this is what we do. This is what we do, man.
What's up, it's Keith Kalfas with the Landscaping Employee Trap. In this video, I'm out doing quotes in the rain. I know that Eric owns a roofing company. That's my buddy Eric Reno. If you've seen in my other videos, I'll put some links in the description below to his stuff. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's a very successful roofer who came from flat broke with nothing. And we're going to ask him a few questions about business legitimacy, business growth. So whenever it's raining, if we can, we'll text each other and grab lunch. Once every 3 months we get to lunch. So
What's going on, man?
when you start your business out, I mean, you're scared shitless, running around feeling like you're, in the forest blindfolded, and then you start learning, oh my god, I gotta pay taxes, I gotta have insurance, I gotta have payroll, and all these things, and you don't know where's the gray area and what's what. And now you're doing $3.2 million in business or more, and you got 20 real estate properties, 45 people working, an in-house accountant, and all this going on. So talk a little bit about what I was talking about.
So as you grow, you're gonna, just like you learn new skills, you learn new tools of the trade, or new tools for your toolbox, you're gonna learn how the real world works, and you're gonna pay more taxes. And at first it's kind of like a kick in the nuts. It's like, damn, I really gotta give away that much money for no reason. And then in the end, you're building credit. You're becoming a tax-paying citizen. So you're not a you're not a guy that just collects cash. Cash doesn't build value. You have to build value by credit. Credit builds value. So when you want a house, or you need a truck, or you need a chipper, or you need conveyor or whatever you may need, you can go finance that because you have a track record of you are a profitable person with a profitable entity. And the only way to do that is to pay your taxes, report your income, and bite the bullet, man. And then you get into your 401ks, you get into, my accountant tells me we're building veins. Your heart needs veins, it needs blood. It can't operate on one small vein, which is your company. Your company's the beginning. It's the entry level vein, but it's the beginning.
Hey, we roll up that window so I don't get a copyright strike because someone's radio. Okay, keep going.
So it's you got to build veins to pump your heart. The more blood, obviously the more money, more success, more problems, more overhead. But in the end, when you want something, we just closed on a $700,000 apartment deal. And the only way we did that is because of credit. It's because I showed what I've made in the last few years. I paid taxes on that. They asked for IRS tax returns, transcripts. You got to have that documentation, or you're just going to be a cash guy forever. If you have $100,000 in your cash in your basement or in your drawer or under your mattress, what is that going to buy you? It's going to buy you $100,000 worth. That's it. You can't get anything that's more than $100,000. If you had $100,000 and credit, then you can buy anything up to $1 million, $2 million, depending on what you're going to buy. The world is yours, and then you can compound that money. So it all comes to the final picture becoming legitimate. But at first, you got to take risks. That's what happens.
Okay, quick question: What if what if someone's profit margins are so low, or they built a business on such low prices that they don't even have the money to even go legitimate, and they're scared, and they realize that now they're going to be raising prices and losing clients, or having to press the reset button on their business? And also understanding the science of marketing and advertising and how to keep the phone ringing so you can be more picky, so you can take on higher paying jobs. You get what I'm saying?
Right. So I think, mentors, people that have been there, books, audio books, a lot of that's going to answer those questions. You're going to have to model, other people's, objectives or their missions or stories. But as far as like what you do, I mean, you think about any company that you see, any national major brand started out with, I always use the Jelly Belly analogy. The guy that invented a popcorn flavored jelly bean that tastes like absolute crap is making billions of dollars. And you're like, oh, well, if I started a jelly bean company, I told you I'm going to make $1 billion, you would all laugh. But somebody does it. So somebody makes $1 billion at window cleaning, somebody makes at landscaping, at roofing, at concrete, at drawing pictures, at painting, at sculptures, at whatever it is. Every sign, when you drive down the road, somebody started that company and was low profit at the beginning. So, a wise man told me once, whether you're a tree, a leaf, or a blade of grass, you just be the best damn one out there and you'll be a profitable business. So, that's all I know.
Interesting, sir. What else? One more quick question. What do you want to ask? Real estate properties. How did you get into acquiring real estate? Although you're also a licensed builder,
right?
You know all types of. You can send any type of plumber, HVAC, roofing, and have people. Are you doing it all with money? You're just throwing.
Well, I think where it stems from me is my mentors are real estate owners and real estate investors. And even the people that, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, the people that I watch, Robert Kiyosaki, they were real estate owners. The people that I know personally that are my mentors are real estate owners. So it was only right for me, being that I'm in the trade, I can renovate houses for much cheaper and I'm in them and I know them. It only makes sense for me to have rental properties. The first one, I walked in for a roofing estimate. The lady's mom passed away. She didn't want to keep the property. She wanted to put a roof on it, and I just blurted out, well, hey, I'll buy it. And really, how much do you want for it? I offered her 14 grand. We gutted it, and we did the entire process. So, I mean, that's how I got started, and then you have extra money, and you filter it into something. Instead of buying a Lambo or a boat, buy something that makes more money, and then eventually you'd be free,
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, with each next step, just 4.5 years ago, Eric called me. You were shitting bricks. You were nervous.
Yeah.
About leaving your job.
Right.
You were subcontracting.
Yep, subcontracting.
And each next step, I mean, he even calls me, dude, oh my God. I'm like, dude, I'm not even at your level yet, and you're calling me nervous. And obviously, we grew up together and we're good friends. But it's anything in hindsight is 20/20. But you have taken
Absolutely.
risks that were.
Right.
Scary.
Yeah, the first job was a $1,300 job for a buddy of ours' mom. It was small roof, and I was ripping it off, and I literally had so much anxiety, I felt like I was going to puke. Like, the sky was blue, and all I kept saying to my guys was like, what if it starts raining? I'm going to be on the hook for all the furniture. And the guys are like, dude, we do this every day. What's the big deal? and we knocked it out, and then it gets easier. But you guys have all been in a circumstance where a homeowner's pissed or you break something or whatever, and then the next time you learned your lesson. So it's all growing, no matter how big you are, you still got to grow, you still got to evolve, but it's all learning. Everybody will get there.
Everybody will get there.
You just gotta be committed, man. You gotta be. The difference between my secret sauce is that I am committed. I wake up every damn day. I'm involved in everything. I'm on time. I don't wake up hungover. I execute every damn day. And that's just.
And you got a wife and 3 kids.
I have a wife and 3 kids. Yeah, girls. My girls. I have girls in the office. I have my crews that depend on me. So, sleeping in is not an option for me. But I don't have to try to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I'm capable.
And who's your favorite mentor right now, or author, or somebody that you like to follow?
I follow, like I said, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki. I mean,
Which Grant Cardone book?
I just read the new one. What is it? The
Be Obsessed or Be Average, or is
no? There's one after that.
A brand new one?
Yeah, it's oh dog, let's check it out. Cause you guys got to read this, cause I got a couple good little things off of it. It's not a long one. I think it's How to Stay Motivated.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. I've read all Grant Cardone's books.
Yeah, some people think he's just a cocky bastard. Oh, this book right here, check it out. If you guys know How to Win at the Game of Business by Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Awesome book, man. And it's cool. You hear everybody's story. We all go back on our stories, and I did a video of me driving through me and Keith's trailer park, and I was talking about it the whole time. But to hear everybody else's stories too, like the Power Broke, you hear Damon John's.
Oh, Damon John is amazing.
Yeah. And Grant Cardone shares his and Be Obsessed or Be Average. Mm-hmm. He was hooked to drugs, and he didn't start making anything until he was 43 or 48 or whatever he said. So it's like, we're young, man. We still got a lot of time. But the sooner you get focused, the sooner you can execute.
Are you like, when is it gonna click for me? I'm trying my hardest, but it's just not clicking, right?
I still feel that way. I'm like, man, I'm way behind. I should have way more. There's no reason I'm stuck in Michigan when there's like, Caribbean seas and Aruba has white sand, and I should be sitting on there drinking a margarita. But no, I'm in the rain and roofing in Michigan. So,
All right, cool. I'll put a link to Eric's YouTube channel if you're interested in the roofing business. Even though that you probably do landscaping still, he puts a lot of good tips and advice out there, and audible.com as well. Audiobooks has absolutely changed our lives, so it's like standing on the shoulders of giants. Cool, man. Anything else you want to say?
Get out there and get it, boy.
All right, peace. Talking about how dangerous tree work is compared to roofing. I don't do tree removal, but I have friends that do tree removal, and that elm tree over there, it's $2,800. You could bring a crane in there, you'd make $1,400 profit, and you can get all that down in half a day if you know what you're doing. $2,800 for one tree. What?
I was like, no way, man. I wouldn't. Like, I told Keith, if me and him were working together, I was doing the roof on the blue house, and then he was cutting down that tree, I would not put it under my insurance, because to me that's so nerve-wracking. $1,400, one thing happens, your profit margin's gone. So,
and not only if one thing happens, it's not usually the guy that's in the tree, like the expert that's literally doing the crane work, or the crane operator. It's the drug addict, alcoholic employees, or the employees that are in a fight with their old lady who aren't thinking straight, that you get hit in the head by one log or cut your finger open with it. The liability is so high that it's just astronomical. And the big stressor for the guy that's in the tree, if he's focusing on the tree, he needs a leader that's on the ground calling the shots and biting people's heads off if they're not paying attention. Because, pardon my French, this is freaking chaos. It's controlled chaos. So the injury.
Not only that, but look at how many, like, there's things coming out. There's things coming over the roof, over the deck, over the patio. Like on my jobs, if one plant gets damaged by shingles, it's like, holy shit, like we just took out a Japanese maple. But, that thing,
yeah.
I think that thing will take out a house.
That will take out a house, yeah. One of those logs falls the wrong way through a roof. You're sitting in a courtroom.
It seems like that little blue house there, I'd make like $2,500 profit if we did the roof on it after I paid all expenses. It would take my guys literally 4 hours maximum to knock that thing out.
So
that tree, and look at the liability wise, this is what I'm saying. There's no liability. We scratched some siding, we ruined some whatever.
Talk a little louder.
We scratched the siding, we ruined some plants. I can just replace it, the money's
So you're
there.
saying you would make $2,500 if you did the roof on that little blue house, in 4 hours.
$2,000 at least.
Versus that gigantic tree.
With all that liability, with all those arms,
Yeah.
people working below you. No, I wouldn't do it, man. So do tree guys think roofers are crazy? Because at this point, I think you guys are crazy. Us, it's easy. We're feet are planted. We're standing on something.
You're standing on. I think that, I don't know. I don't like going up on roofs, and I've climbed trees before, and
I would be climbing that thing.
you,
Every time you put those spurs on, you feel like I feel like you just go like this and then rip this side of your calf.
yeah, you literally could put a spur right through your leg, one of the gaffs. Dude, we should go get my tree clear and climb one day. We'll go to the park and I'll show you. When you're tied in, it feels pretty safe, but I totally get it.
I've been tied into trees like a tree stand, but that's like 30 feet high, you know, maximum. I put my hang-ons 30 feet high and I sit in the tree.
Yeah.
And then when the wind's blowing, you're going like this.
Hell yeah.
I go, oh shit. But I wouldn't want to be 80 feet in the tree.
Yeah, so, but to an expert tree guy, I mean, that's nothing. That's a good money day to them.
I get it.
But the worry is more so if the guy in the tree has to be yelling at the guys on the ground and he doesn't have good leadership on the ground and a guy on the ropes.
Right.
And they're all trained in safety and obviously properly insured. But that's the stressful, I think, the dangerous part.
Because the guys on the ground.
Leadership on the ground.
The labor. Understood. Yeah, for us, I guess it'd be the same thing. Our skilled guys are always watching over our labor guys. I mean, that's part of your job as a superior to make sure nobody gets hurt. But I get it. You know, I look at that like that's crazy. I'll show you some of the roofs that I've done. You'd be like, holy shit, I didn't even know where you guys go up at.
I've climbed up a ladder on a couple of the roofs that he's doing, and I'm like, you guys are nuts. I roofed for 2 weeks back when I was, I think, in my early 20s, and I walked off the job with blisters on my feet and my hands and shoulder bleeding. I was like, you guys are stupid.
Hey, man. I guess to each their own, right?
Yes.
I ain't climbing up that tree, and you're probably not getting on the roofs.
All right, later.